Newlywed Game. And here are today's newlyweds. Couple number 1 married 18 months, Monica and Dan Janry. Couple number 2 married 13 and a half months, Teresa and Andrew Mahone. Couple number 3 married 3 months, Jamie and Robert Prescott. And couple number 4 married 23 and a half months, Claudia and Moss Markarian. And now, here's the star of the Newlywed Game, Bob Ewing!
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Newlywed Game. And let's say hi to our 4 couples. How are you guys? You ready to play this game? Well, if you're ready to play, we're going to start the game off by asking the husband some 5-point questions. So what we must do first is ask our ladies to go off to the soundproof room. So ladies, would you do that, please? And while the ladies are leaving, I'd like to remind our husbands I'll be asking you some questions. Right now, you're going to answer these questions as you predict your wife will answer the same question when she returns. If her answer matches your prediction, you then get 5 points. And the couple with the most points at the end of the show is going to win a fabulous second honeymoon. So the ladies are gone. Guys, here's your first question for 5 points. If you are ready, here it is. Gentlemen, when it came to deciding whether to ask your wife out for a first date, what will she say was more important to you? How rich she was, how easy she was, or how desperate she was? Moss, what was more important when you going to ask her out?
Actually, she was,
Now be truthful here, Moss.
okay,
Yes?
I want to say how rich she was.
How rich she was?
Yeah.
You were interested in how much money she
Well,
had?
kind of, yeah, absolutely.
That's not very
helps.
classy.
That helps sometimes.
Robert?
I'd say I have to say how desperate she was.
How desperate she
Yeah.
was. Was she desperate?
Not really, but I was hoping that
So
she
you
was.
saved her, I see.
Yeah.
Andrew?
I'd have to say how rich she was.
No.
Oh, yes.
Did she have any money?
Not very much, but she...
What do you think, Dan?
I think how desperate she was.
How desperate she was.
She was pretty lonely at that time, so.
And you solved her problem.
That's right.
Way to go, big guy. Next question, gentlemen. How many degrees will your wife say her body temperature reached at the height of your very last bedroom bonanza? Robert?
Bob, I'd have to say 100 degrees because it got to the boiling point.
100 degrees, it got to the boiling point. She's not desperate anymore, is she? No. Okay, Andrew?
I'd have to say 100 degrees because it was pretty exciting doing
No
that.
kidding. For you or for her?
For me, for sure.
Oh, okay. Dan?
I'd say about 500 degrees. because
500 degrees.
It was hot.
Leave it to the Marines, okay?
That's right.
And Moss,
I want to say 110 degrees.
go ahead and say that then.
110 degrees.
Thank you very much. Here's the last of our 5-point questions. Gentlemen, how will your wife say you would complete this sentence? Now, this is you talking. When it comes to things in our medicine cabinet, my wife uses way too much blank and not nearly enough what? When it comes to things in your medicine cabinet, Andrew, Teresa uses way too much.
Way too much Listerine.
Listerine. I didn't know you could use too much of that. And not nearly enough
Not nearly enough aspirins.
aspirin. Okay, Dan? She uses way too much what?
Too much aspirin,
And not enough
not enough sleeping pills.
sleeping pills.
She doesn't sleep good at night. She's always up in the middle of the night.
Moss, way too much.
Too much of Tylenol or
Right.
aspirin, not enough, I want to say makeup.
Oh, she doesn't use enough makeup.
She does, but not enough. She uses one of either.
Oh,
Not that she
you
needs
hear
it.
that. You
Not
heard
that she
Moss.
needs it,
Yeah. Robert, she uses way too much.
I'd have to say way too much Jafra, which is her makeup, and not enough aspirin for her headaches.
Not enough aspirin for the headaches. All right, gentlemen, thank you. We'll be right back to reunite our newlyweds. We'll see how our husbands have predicted what their wives will say right after these messages. Welcome back to the Newlywed Game. We're glad you could join us today. And now, gentlemen, we recorded your predictions on cards. You have them flat on your laps. Each time that your prediction matches your wife's answer, you get 5 points. One couple with the most points at the end of the show is going to win a great second honeymoon. So, ladies, we're so glad you came back. It's no fun without you. I just want you to know that. Ladies, when it came to deciding whether to ask you out for a first date, what was more important to your husband? How rich you were, how desperate you were, or how easy you were? Monica, what was more important?
I would say how easy because I really asked him.
Were you
Yeah.
easy? You were?
Well, I asked him to come along, see a movie.
He said that what was most important to him, top card for me, please. How desperate. He said you were desperate.
You're lonely.
I don't think so.
I'm right.
No.
Teresa, what was more important, how rich you were, how desperate, or how easy?
How easy.
How easy!
Yeah, because he figured he would use a reverse psychology by giving me his page and say, I know you're not going to use it. You're not going to call me. I almost didn't because it blew away in the wind.
His pager blew away in the
The
wind.
number he gave me on the slip of paper blew away.
All right, he said he was more concerned about how rich you were.
Oh my goodness.
You make me
Great.
stand outside with a cup of water. What rich lady you know stand outside watching somebody wash her car?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were potentially preparing to have that fantastic job.
What do you think here, Jamie?
I'm gonna say how desperate I was
Desperate.
because we had a college class together, and he started in February asking me, "Oh, what did you do for Valentine's Day?" Trying to get the scoop on me.
I
And
see.
So
See if you're desperate. He said he was most concerned about how, card please, how desperate you were. Yeah, 5 months. Claudia, what was he concerned about?
Well, I think he's gonna say how desperate.
Desperate.
Yes, because you know he's probably looking for somebody who needed some company, so anybody would do.
Was he a
probably.
lonesome guy before he met you?
Yes, very.
Really? You mean girls didn't like him?
Well, they did a little too much, actually.
Oh, I see. All right, he said he was very concerned about how rich you were, my
Oh
dear.
my gosh, I was gonna say that, but you never. Oh my gosh.
But you were desperate or easy? Which one, Moss?
Oh, I was not desperate, that's for sure.
But you were easy.
I was actually, yeah, I could say I was easy.
Go ahead and say it, Moss.
I was easy.
Yeah, thank you. Next question. How many degrees did your body temperature reach at the height of your very last bedroom bonanza? Teresa,
I said 110. It was pretty hot.
110. He
Yeah.
said your body reached 100 degrees. Oh, not quite.
Dang!
100 degrees kept you on the scale. I mean,
Yeah.
You said 110.
Is he really that romantic?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Look at
He's
him.
good. He knows he's good.
He knows he's good. Jamie,
I'm gonna say 100 degrees.
100 degrees. Your husband said that your body temperature reached a grand total of, card please, 100 degrees. Yeah. Claudia.
I'm gonna say 100 degrees.
Okay, he predicted you would say 110 degrees.
Oh my gosh! Oh.
110. You were down at Andrew and Teresa's house, were you?
Yeah.
What do you think, Monica?
I'm gonna say 150 degrees because
No, what?
150 degrees because of how he says 50. He goes 150 degrees.
150?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he didn't say 150 degrees. He said your body temperature reached 500 degrees. Boy,
I'm being conservative.
yeah. She was toasty, yeah? Yeah. Here's the last of our 5-point questions. Ladies, how did your husband complete this sentence? This is him talking. When it comes to things in our medicine cabinet, my wife uses way too much blank and not nearly enough what? You use too much, what, Jamie?
I probably used too much makeup.
And not nearly enough.
Hair products.
All right, he predicted that you use way too much makeup, not enough pain reliever.
Oh, that's right, because I've been getting these headaches.
Yeah, he
So
said every night you get a headache, is what he said. Yeah, Claudia, you've been using way too much
Way too much skincare products.
and
Yeah, I
not
have a
nearly
ton.
enough.
Q-tips.
Q-tips.
I never have Q-tips on hand.
Oh, okay. He said you use way too much pain reliever, not enough makeup.
Because you don't need the makeup, but you don't use enough.
Oh my
Yeah, Tylenol.
Boss, I think she looks beautiful with that makeup.
I think she looks beautiful either way.
Yeah, go ahead and stutter, Moss. Go ahead. Yeah.
He's gonna need some pain reliever.
I
very
know he
soon.
is, yeah. Monica, he said you use way too much
Pain reliever
and not enough.
and okay. Makeup, I guess. I don't
Makeup. I
know.
thought you'd say ice after 5 degrees. But Dan said you use way too much pain reliever, not enough sleeping pills.
She never sleeps at night.
Because I'm always up at 2 o'clock in the morning just doing stuff and.
You're not hyper though. Are you?
Only when you get a shower.
He said you use way too much what?
Way too much cleanser.
Cleanser, not nearly enough.
Makeup.
Makeup. He said you use way too much mouthwash and not nearly enough pain reliever.
My goodness.
You figure it out. We'll be right back to see how well the wives can predict what their husbands will say right after these messages. been secluded off stage. It's your turn now to predict what they will say. And remember, these are the 10-point questions, so here we go. Tell me, ladies, when it comes to your husband's friends, will he say most of them need to get a job, get a car, get a date, or get a life? Jamie?
I'm gonna say get a date because most of his friends are single. Really nice guys, but just haven't found.
Lonely.
Yeah.
Teresa, get a job, a car, a date, or a life?
Get a life.
Get a life?
Yes.
You don't like his friends, I can tell.
No, it's that they need to interact more.
Okay, Monica?
I guess he doesn't have any friends that we hang out with.
Sorry.
So I would say get a life because.
Get a life.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Claudia?
Well, I would definitely have to say get a life because we're a married couple and they're all single and they're all trying to get the girls and all that. So they have plenty of dates. They just
Get a life, all right?
Yeah.
Ladies, what will your husband say was the very last ethnic food the two of you ate together? Teresa, the last ethnic food the two of you ate together?
Chinese food, because
Chinese
that's
food.
all he eats.
That's all he eats
Every
is
time
Chinese
we go, every time we go out to dinner, we have to eat Chinese food.
All right, Chinese food. Monica?
I would say Chinese as well.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Really? Claudia?
I never cook, so Chinese is our
Chinese.
best friend.
There's a lot of restaurateurs really rubbing their hands together right now. Jamie?
Well, I'm gonna be a little bit different.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mexican food.
Mexican food.
Yeah.
Good. My favorite. All right, here's the last of our 10-point questions. Ladies, how will your husband say you would complete this sentence? Now, this is you talking. When comparing my husband to my ex-boyfriend, my husband is better at blank. But my ex-boyfriend will always be better at what?
Oh my God.
Your husband is better at blank.
Being romantic.
Being romantic, but your ex-boyfriend will always be better at
Being naughty.
being naughty. Bail out. Claudia,
I think that my husband's a lot better in treating me like a lady.
better at treating like a lady, but
Yes.
my ex-boyfriend will always be better at what?
He was better at spending more money on me.
Spending money on you,
Yes.
okay? Jamie, your husband is better at blank.
Doing things for me.
Do you think, but
Always
your
doing
ex-boyfriend will always be better at what?
He's better at just being a fool, basically.
Always be better at being a fool, basically.
Yeah, just.
Now, Teresa, help me out on this one. Now, your husband will always be better at
Being a man.
being a
A
man.
loving man.
But my ex-boyfriend will always be better at what?
Being a pain in the...
Yes, right, okay, fine. Okay, 25-point bonus question. What two colors will your husband say are most dominant in your kitchen? Your answers must match exactly. What two colors, Claudia?
Blue and white.
Blue and white.
Yes.
Jamie?
Red and blue.
Red and blue. Teresa?
White and yellow.
White and yellow. Monica?
Pink and white.
Pink and white. All right, ladies, thank you very much. We'll be back with our husbands to compare answers on the Newlywed Game right after these messages. Welcome back to the Newlywed Game. Couple number 3 has 10 points. The other couples are tied for second. So let's see how, gentlemen, how well your wives have predicted what you will say. Remember, these questions are now worth 10 points. Gentlemen, when it comes to your friends, do most of them need to get a date, get a car, get a job, or get a life? Andrew?
A date.
They need to get a date. She said, nah, Andrew, they need to get a life. That's what they need.
Everybody you know is married. What they need a date for? They don't get a date. A permanent date.
Robert?
I'd have to say my friends need to get a date.
Get a date. She said they need to get a date. You're right, yes. Hey. Most of your friends, they need to get a date, a car, a job, or a life.
Oh gosh, they gotta get a life.
They gotta get a life, okay? I didn't say wife, I said life now.
Life.
Yeah, life, okay?
Life.
She predicted you would say they really need to get a life. Yes.
I hope they don't hate me for this.
You got 10 points, man. Dan,
I'd have to say, get a date.
get a date. Your wife said they need to get a life. That's what they need.
The Marine Corps is their life. It's a job, it's their life.
Next question, gentlemen. What's the last ethnic food the two of you ate together? Robert, the last ethnic food the two of you ate together?
Last ethnic food we ate together have to be Rubio's. We ate that yesterday. And she, I'm sorry, Mexican food.
Oh, Mexican food. All right. She predicted the last well, Mexican food. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Oh, I better get this right. Yesterday we had some Armenian Middle Eastern food.
Oh, close. So close. Stand by, Judge. Yeah. She said Chinese. Second honeymoon may have just gone right out the window right there.
Thank you.
Game is not over, Bob.
Okay, Dan.
Mexican, good old Taco Bell last
All right. Yeah, she said good old Chinese.
I don't consider Taco Bell Mexican food, okay?
Andrew, the last ethnic food the two of you ate together.
Hamburgers and hot dogs, Bob.
That's good old American ethnic, sure. She predicted to say Chinese.
Hamburger with hot dogs is not ethnic. Ethnic. Chinese, Mexican,
Armenian.
Italian.
We didn't have Chinese.
The last. You said the last.
We just had hamburger and hot dogs.
Here's the last of our questions here, guys. How did your wife complete this sentence? This is her talking. When comparing my husband to my ex-boyfriend, my husband is better at blank, but my ex-boyfriend will always be better at what? You're better at blank, boss.
I'm better at just being a gentleman.
Being a gentleman,
Yeah.
but her ex-boyfriend will always be better at
Taking second place.
taking second place.
I'm the man.
Hey, you know what? You're not going to get any points, but it was a great answer. She said that you are better at treating her like a lady, but the ex-boyfriend is better at spending money on her. He spent money on her, boss. And she said you're better at what?
Better at being romantic.
Yes, but the ex-boyfriend will always be better at...
Frivolous lawsuits.
Oh, I'm sure she'll match that one. She said that you are better at being romantic, but he was better at being naughty.
I don't consider my
Never mind.
ex-boyfriend.
Andrew, your wife had an answer just like this. She said you're better at what?
I'm better at being nice and sweet and romantic to her.
Yeah, but the
And he's
ex-boyfriend...
better at being a jerk.
Being a jerk. All right, she said you're better at being a man, he's better at being a pain in the... Okay, Judge, what do you say about all of this? Oh, you're going to give it to him. Okay. Robert, you're better at what?
I have to say I'm better at being loving, romantic, and just taking care of her.
And he was better at...
He's better at just being a big kid, basically,
All right,
immature.
she said that you're better at doing things for her. He was better at being a fool. Judges, what do you say about that one? No. Sorry about that. Okay, before we get to our 25-point bonus question, let's see where our winning couple will be going on their second honeymoon.
You're going to Mexico! The Hotel Hacienda Beach Resort stands alone on its own peninsula, creating spectacular ocean views and lush, colorful gardens. Deluxe accommodations, a wide variety of cuisine, and an endless variety of land and water sports in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. The perfect second honeymoon. Back to you, Bob.
Thank you, Kramer, very much. One of our couples going on a great second honeymoon. Here's our 25-point bonus question. Gentlemen, what two colors are most dominant in your kitchen? And your answers must match exactly. Let's go first to couple number one. Dan and Monica with 0. Two colors most dominant in your kitchen. She thinks it's funny you're in last place. What you guys are, Dan?
I would say brown and yellow.
You guys live together? She predicted you would say the colors are pink and white. Close. Couple number
I
two.
don't know.
Andrew and Teresa with 10, 25 to give you 35. Andrew, take over the lead with the correct answer here.
Brown and beige.
Brown and beige. She said white and yellow. Couple number 4. Moss and Claudia with 10, 25 to give you 35. Moss.
I gotta get this right. Blue and green.
Blue and green. She said they are blue and white.
Where'd you pick green?
All our cups are green all the way.
That's cups.
Couple number 3. Robert and Jamie with 30, 25 to give you 55. Robert, what's your answer?
I have to say red and blue.
Red and blue. She said they are red and blue.